All right, let's talk about a huge moment for every React developer. That moment you break free from the single-page box and start building real, multi-page applications. Today, we're diving into exactly how to do that with React Router.
So you're deep into a React project, things are going great, but you hit that wall, right? You start to wonder, wait, am I really just stuck on this one page forever? It's a super common feeling. You have all this power, but it feels like it's all happening in one tiny space.
And this is the classic trade-off, isn't it? You've got your old-school websites that have plenty of pages, but every single click means a slow, clunky, full-page reload. Ugh. Then you have React single-page apps, or SPAs. They are absolutely lightning fast, but like the name says, it's all just one page. So how do we get the best of both?
Well, say hello to the hero of our story, React Router. If you're building a React app that needs more than one page, and most do, this is the library you're going to use. It's the industry standard for a reason. It lets you build something that feels like a multi-page site to the user, but keeps all the speed and snappiness of React. The best way to picture this is to think of React Router as your app's personal traffic controller. When a user clicks a link, the controller doesn't shut down the whole highway. No, it just looks at the new address and says, "Okay, you're going to About. Let me just show you the About component." It seamlessly directs the flow of what the user sees, all without that jarring stop and start.
Now, this little magic trick is called client-side routing. And all it really means is that all the page changes are happening right there in the user's browser, on the client's machine. The browser never has to go all the way back to the server to ask for a whole new document. It just swaps out one React component for another. That's the secret to its speed.
Okay, so to make this happen, you just need to know the core team. There are four main components. First, you have Browser Router. You wrap this around your whole app to basically switch on the routing feature. Then, inside, you have a Routes component. Think of it as just a big container that's going to hold all your different paths. The real workhorse is the route component itself. This is where you say, hey, when the URL path is About, the element to show is the About component. And finally, you have Link. This is your new A tag. It's what makes the navigation happen instantly without a page reload.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty and actually see how simple this is to set up. It's really just a quick three-step process.
Here's the game plan. It's super straightforward. First, we install the library. Second, we wrap our app to turn routing on. And third, we define the actual routes or paths that our users can visit. Let's do it.
Step 1. First things first, pop open your terminal inside your project folder and just run this command, npm install React Router DOM. That's it. This will download and add all the tools we just talked about to your project.
All right, step 2, we need to flip the main power switch. So you'll go into your project's main entry file, that's usually index.js or main.jsx. You import Browser Router from the library, and you just wrap it around your main app component. Done. Now your entire application knows how to handle routing.
And finally, step 3, this is where you actually draw the map for your app. Inside your main app component, you'll set up your Qt routes and Qt route components. This structure is how you tell React Router, hey, when a user goes to the /about path, I want you to render the About component. You just create one of these for every page you need.
Awesome. The routing logic is now in place. We have a map. But right now, we don't have any actual destinations, and we definitely don't have any roads connecting them. So let's build those out.
So what even is a page in this new setup? You know what? It's nothing special at all. It's just a regular React component. You'd make a home component that returns some welcome home JSX and an about component for your about page. They're just simple components. React Router handles all the hard work of showing them at the right time.
Okay, pages are built. How do users get from one to the other? Well, you don't use a normal A tag anymore. That would cause a full page refresh and ruin everything. Instead, you use the special link component from React Router. You just tell it to or to about. When a user clicks it, React Router jumps in, prevents the refresh, updates the URL, and swaps the component. It's totally seamless.
So let's just pause for a second. You've installed the library, you've wired everything up, and you've linked your pages. You've officially built a multi-page React app. But let's really appreciate why this is such a game changer. Look at what you've just unlocked. You can now create that smooth, seamless navigation experience that users expect. You can build a true multi-page app. But more importantly, this is the absolute bedrock for building any complex application. You want to build a user dashboard, an admin panel, an e-commerce store? You need routing. The crucial point here is you're no longer just building a single component. You're now building a full-fledged application.
You now have the keys to the kingdom. You can build bigger, more professional, and way more useful React applications. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build first?